Happy summer, BIS students. I'm sitting in the garden. I wanted to sit and show you these amazing tomato plants. Look at those, my goodness. Have you ever seen healthier ones? They're getting full sun, they'll need to be staked soon. They also might be a little too close together, so I may thin them out. You know I'll need your help. So I'm gonna give you a few tips on watering. Watering the mature plants, or the plants that are established, will be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. You'll go into the school office, get the watering key, Jackie knows what that is, and come out and water. There'll also a few pots that I'll show you in the front of the school and at parent pickup and drop off. We want to water those plants so they stay nice. And we'll do that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we'll expect you here at 10 a.m. And you can look at the Google Doc that I'm providing. You can look at both when you're free, but also look at the responses. If there's 4 people coming one day to water, we only really need 1 family, but more the merrier. You're all welcome. Look at the responses. If no one's coming on one particular day, choose that day. So as I said, the tomato plants, the peppers, all the plants, the basil that are established, they're gonna get watered 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The seeds for the next 2 weeks until they pop up are gonna get watered every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if you sign up to come in on a Tuesday and Thursday, you're just gonna water the seeds. The tomatoes, we don't want them watered every day. We want them watered every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But the seeds, they need to be watered every day, just like a lawn. You wanna water that seed, you wanna water that seed until the lawn shoots up and it starts to become established. Then it gets watered less frequently. You're also welcome to weed while you're here, and you'll see the weeds are right now competing for the water and the nutrition in the compost in the soil. So we want to just pull those out. I'll show you a few examples of some of the weeds in the garden, but we're also inviting parents to bring in your grass clippings, and you can dump that right inside the gate. You don't even have to spread it. We'll spread it when we're here on a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Friday. But we've got to keep those weeds down. And your grass clippings will also give a little fertilizer to the plants. To see these weeds in here, that's just little bits of crabgrass poking up through. This is where the lettuce should be popping up. And I see some popping up. So that with those weeds, we just want to pull these little pieces of crabgrass out. Right now, our hose isn't long enough. So I'm using the nozzle here, the spray nozzle, instead of the watering wand because I can't get far enough. When I want to get to the far places that the hose won't reach, I put it on jet. But that's all that I do on the jet. The other is very gentle on shower. So when I put it on shower, you can just see how gently that comes out. And remember, I want to try to avoid getting the leaves wet because that allows fungus, and it's just not good especially for the tomato plants. So use the shower setting, go around, water. When I watered, you see how there are rows here. There's 2 rows, there's 1 bed here, there's 1 bed in the middle, and there's 2 on the side. I walk up and down the row, and I water each plant 3 times. And that way I make sure it's a deep watering. So I start, I like the way the gentleman described it on one of the videos that I showed you, the weight and water and weight. So I water a section, then I go down the aisle, come down the other aisle, and I water that. And then I go back and do it a second time. And I want to get the water down deep. I want to encourage those roots to get down deep. That's why we don't water every day. We want to challenge those roots to go down deeper and get their water down there. All right, water and wait. Go down the aisles. It'll be great. There's more than 1 people here, take turns. 1 person water, a second person water a second time, and then the third time another person water. I'm going to show you how I like to put the hose. I don't like to spin the hose around because it gets all kinked up after when you pull it. And of course, you know if it gets kinked up, the water won't flow. So I just make little rows and I keep them right in order. Watch this. I do that at home too. And then, except when I'm having company over, I want the yard to look neat, I spiral it all up. But when it's just in rows like that, it just pulls out so much easier. So that's the way, that's just easy. If you don't do it that way, it's not a problem. But if you do, it's gonna help the next person just to pull that hose out without it getting all kinked up. Hi there. So here's the key. There's a little end and there's a big end. The big end goes right in here, and I'm gonna shut the water off now because it's been on. When I get to the final turn, water sprays out. So I'm just stepping aside. There's nothing wrong, all right? It's not, when it's squirted all over us, it's because this big piece right here fell off. That won't happen again. It's on very secure. So I'm just gonna shut this. It's gonna be about 10 or 11 or 12 turns. Now watch, you start to hear, oh, it's squirting. And I've just stepped aside. Don't worry about that. Done, this goes back to the office. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it on again. Just so you see, nothing squirts when you turn it on. I'm gonna go a full 10 to 12 turns just to make sure it's on all the way and we get a nice flow of water. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm gonna, can either leave the key there or I can take it with me when I water, and then I'm gonna shut it off. This beautiful little water jug, and we want you to fill it. I'm not even gonna take the time to take the hose off. I'm just gonna leave it in shower, and I'm gonna point in. It'll fill up in about 20 seconds. If I were, I could turn that off and take the nozzle off, but I'm just gonna keep the nozzle on. Just save the time and save this from the extra wear and tear of the nozzle on and off. Right, I'm out in front of parent pickup, parent drop off, and I've got this plant and I've got one next to it. When I go to water them, I'm just gonna water as much as I can just inside. Not get the leaves too wet. Of course you're gonna get the leaves a little wet in these low plants, and that's just fine. And then here are the two plants at the entrance to the school. And we're gonna take good care of these so they look good when you come back to school next year. And through the summer, Mrs. Norton's here. And so are Mrs. Cogshall and Mrs. Nyland, and they're all working, and Mrs. Hartley, and people have to work hard to get ready for school next year. So we'll take care of these planters for them, okay? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, these are dry too.